Hello, viewers of the National Television. Welcome to this English news edition. I'm Fabian Yoizgie. Here are top stories. Regarding the management of public funds, the Burundian government warns that any project manager founded by the state or its partners who fails to demonstrate proper use of budgets and the concrete results will be immediately dismissed. More details in this edition. And then, the Attorney General of the Republic insists on more thorough investigations so that the perpetrators are punished, the victims are compensated, and the prisons relieved through increased provisional release. We return to this topic as well. We will come again. A ministerial meeting is being held in Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, as a part of the 47th session of the African Union Executive Council. During the technical meeting this Thursday evening, Burundian Gaspard Banyankimbona was elected Commissioner for Education, Science, Technology and Innovation at the African Union. Marius Muhigwe, our special envoy in Malabo, for the details.
Precisely in downtown Malabo, the capital of Equatorial Guinea. At the exit and entrance to Malabo International Airport, flags of various countries are there in the streets and the boulevards crossing the capital. African colors, including that one of Burundi, is flying. Malabo will host a 7th biannual coordination meeting of the African Union, regional economic communities, regional mechanisms, and African Union member states on Sunday. On Thursday and Friday, the meeting was preceded by ordinary session of the Executive Council. Willy Nyamitwe, the Burundian ambassador to Addis Ababa, said Burundi has historically gained from that meeting as its candidates got a large victory in the African Union.
We had also a victory, what I can call a victory, a successful outcome of this meeting because Burundi was able to present many candidates, but one of them, Professor Gaspard Banyankimbona, a former Minister of Education of Burundi, won the position. This makes history because for the first time since independence and since the creation of this organization, Burundi is able to have a commissioner. He will be the commissioner representing the Central Africa region, and he will be commissioner for education, science, technology and innovation.
Professor Gaspard Banyankimbona also said to be satisfied and expresses his gratitude and commitments.
Just to express my happiness by thanking the Almighty God. He is the one who actually made all this happen. I want also to thank my country through His Excellency, the President of the Republic. He already congratulated me through the social media. I want to thank the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Republic of Burundi. I want to thank the Ambassador of the Republic of Burundi in Addis Ababa for their support during the whole process. A lot of people have contributed to this achievement, including colleagues, friends, and the family. The election with the 43 out of 50 countries expected to vote is a good sign that gives me hope that I will certainly secure the support of partners yet on the ground. That is very critical. But again, I need to see it happening beyond the vote. And I believe I will make it. And indeed, I will make it. Thank you.
This biannual coordination meeting will take place this Sunday in Equatorial Guinea, a country smaller than Burundi with a population of less than 2 million of people, according to the 2023 census.
And the Burundian government is warning managers of projects funded by the state or its development partners, those who fail to perform satisfactorily will be dismissed immediately. Finance Minister Nestor Nahonouye made this announcement this Friday during a visit alongside the Minister of Agriculture, representatives of the African Development Bank and the Patalek Bank projects were also present. RC Ororo Kamkama for more details.
Here are two ministers, one of Agriculture and another for Finance, and the African Development Bank representative. They were in different provinces to witness the implementation of Praticae project and the Pataleb. In Gashikanwa, for example, hen and the pox houses that were constructed have been just destroyed. Initially, it was a project of building a center of livestock development, a project funded by a Praticae project. At Kiremba, the same project has been implemented, but no action was done so far, and that is so after 2 years. They went on at Gashoho, where a regional store was being constructed. Activities have just stopped. And in Ivumbi, those houses have been built, but they served as the papers, and no one among the servants didn't get paid. The Nyavya Moveri in Kirundo Commune is not well managed. The project in charge of that ferry was transferred to Waterlands. They also visited the Cheru in Kirundo Commune, where via Pataleb project, land well watered by Chohoha Lake waters. However, the pump didn't work well as planned. Praticae and the Pataleb projects are just a failure, whereas money was available. Nestor Naunuye, Minister of Finance, has seized the opportunity to call on those project managers to collect the way things are, otherwise they will be fired. Note that Pataleb project that will end by next year was funded to the level of 45 billion, whereas Praticae project was funded with 60 billion.
And the Attorney General of the Republic, Leonard Manirakiza, calls on magistrates and judicial police officers to conduct more comprehensive and balanced investigations, taking into account both the offense committed and the compensation owed the victim. Such an approach, he believes, he would reduce the number of detainees by encouraging more appearance on bail. Gordie Gatogato.
Any person accused of non-serious offenses such as misdemeanors that do not threaten national security, involve blood crimes or gender-based violence should be granted provisional release pending trial. Despite this principle, prisons continue to experience alarming levels of overcrowding as revealed in a recent report based on inspections conducted by public prosecutors in various correctional facilities across the country. To address this situation, the Prosecutor General of the Republic, Leonard Manirakiza, emphasized that a sustainable solution lies in the quality of investigations. He believes that the rough and well-conducted inquiries would enable faster processing of cases, thereby reducing the duration of pre-trial detention. The causes of prison overcrowding have been clearly identified. We found that public prosecutors often focus solely on the criminal aspect of cases during investigations while neglecting the civil component, stated Leonard Manirakiza. When a prosecutor considers releasing a suspect, there is often hesitation due to fear that the victim might protest if the accused is set free without having received compensation, especially if the suspect is eventually convicted, stated Leonard Manirakiza, the Prosecutor General of the Republic. To address this issue, the Prosecutor General proposed a more balanced approach to case handling, giving equal weight to both criminal and civil aspects of the investigation. According to him, this would empower prosecutors to make informed decisions about releasing individuals accused of certain offenses. Furthermore, he highlighted the importance of asset seizure in cases where a conviction is handed down. Confiscating the victim's property would allow for the sale of those assets, thereby enabling the victim to receive compensation and partially restoring justice.
And the implementation of the new salary policy for civil servants has reached a completion rate of 98%. This was announced this Friday by the Minister of Civil Service, Venice Muyabaga, following a meeting with the committee responsible for evaluating the progress already made. Gordie Gatogato for more details.
The commission, which was given the task to evaluate the implementation of the new salary policy, has presented its final report highlighting a number of irregularities identified since the beginning of its application. On this occasion, a meeting was convened, bringing together human resources managers from various ministries. The Minister of Public Service, Labour and Employment, Venuste Muyabaga, stated that the irregularities identified have been addressed. He further indicated that the report will be submitted to the Council of Ministers in order to enable a fair adjustment of salaries with the civil service. He also emphasized that for the full and effective implementation of the policy, it will be necessary to establish new standardized job categories called emploi type in French in certain ministries such as the Ministry of the Interior, the Ministry in charge of Infrastructure, the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Public Service, and the Ministry responsible for the environment, while such classifications do not yet exist. This measure is aimed at ensuring that the salary policy benefits all state employees in equitable manner. The minister also mentioned a group of employees that had been overlooked in the policy's initial application. These include office attendants, drivers, security guards, and other support staff. He assured that these workers will soon see a significant improvement in their salary conditions once the report is approved by the Council of Ministers. I wish to inform the public that the salary policy has been implemented at more than 98%, stated Minister Venuste Muyabaga. Regarding civil servants governed by special statutes, the minister reassured that their situation is also under review and efforts are currently underway to ensure they are treated fairly. He confirmed that appropriate measures for this category will be initiated in the very near future.
To end this news, the Burundi National Defense Force launched the 2025-2026 training year this Friday in Kayanza. The head of FDL National General Premier Niyongabo emphasized the importance of ongoing training to enable soldiers to fulfill their missions. He also emphasized that annual sessions are organized to strengthen the capacities of brigade commanders for better troops supervision. Shivan and Aishimie for details.
The National Defense Force of Burundi organizes the opening of the military training year. It is an opportunity to provide training to brigade commanders to strengthen their leadership skills in managing the troops under their command. General Premier Niyongabo, Chief of the National Defense Force of Burundi, stated that the Burundian Army prioritizes proper training and exercises as this enables soldiers to effectively fulfill their duties. The official opening of the 2025-2026 training year took place in the commune of Kayanza in Butanyerera province, which is part of the 3rd Military Division.
Well, end of this news edition. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching our programs. Bye-bye.